Everybody, it's a beautiful morning finally. No frost. Isn't that wonderful? It's warm out. It's a good day for gold mining, I tell you what. And right now, turns out the universe decided to supply us with some materials we needed for our gold hog pan, and just process of re-drilling a couple holes. But we found this metal by hand stuff that used to be part of the sluice plant that's just over there in the bush, and this is perfect for our grizzly bar. So we cut some of it up and modified it a bit, and it looks like it's gonna work. Thanks to the gold hog guys for the idea, but ultimately it's not for us. It's to show them that their idea works, and we'll be buying more equipment from them down the road. Just couldn't afford it on this trip. Other than that, we're gonna go and dig out site 2. We're gonna go deep. Found lots of color on the top layers under the rock, so under the boulder. So I feel that we're gonna get into some chunky stuff here. And today, I hope it would be really nice. And other than that, talk in a bit. Peace.
Good morning, everybody. It's Dan here on day 5. Being out here in this beautiful country. It is absolutely crazy. You might hear the truck running in the background. Shane's about to go in and do a supply trip to Wells today, and yeah, we just need a couple of things. Basically a little bit more food, a little bit more gas, stuff like that. But we're doing really good. Yesterday we hit site 2 pretty hard. We got out a massive amount of buckets, and we took our concentrates down to about a pan full. Out of that pan and the concentrates, I'm guessing there's got to be a gram or 2 in there. Each pan that we had, there's probably about 30 pans. We're all showing a lot of color. It was mostly flour gold, but it's still worth keeping and concentrating. We'll run it when we get back to town, or at the end of the trip, build a mini sluice and do a cleanup out here. Just can't use a sluice in the river or anything. This is BC, they got laws like that. So it'd probably be smarter for us to do that out back at town than it would be to do it here. And today, I don't know, Shane might have showed you already, but we got this bad boy going on right here. And this is our homemade hog pan. Those grizzly bars we just found. The ones we were using were embarrassing, and we didn't put it on camera before now because they were embarrassing.
I do have pictures.
We have pictures. We'll put the pictures aside with this, because you miners out there will crack right up. We got out here and we realized that our classification needed to be about that, and we got her done in a couple of minutes. Best part about our little contraption here is it's almost designed the same way as Gold Hog designs theirs, except we used a plexiglass box with 1/2 inch thick bulletproof plexiglass at the bottom, so we could see our concentrates and make sure we're stratifying properly. Big shout out to Gold Pan for the idea. We simply couldn't afford to buy one, so we wanted to test the idea and see if it worked before we invested in it. And we're gonna go give this guy a test run today and see what kind of concentrates we can pull out of it. If this is working properly, we'll be able to process upwards of 30-40 buckets a day, no problem. And right now, if we did that, we're looking at probably 1/2 ounce a day. So hopefully, if the gold stays good, it might actually get better because we're going deeper. Right now we're down 3 feet in our 2 foot, our site number 2 hole. 3 feet down. And yeah, that's how she goes today. Rock's getting a little harder, and it looks like we might be coming across a it looks like we might there we go. Yeah, it looks like we might be coming across some type of waterfall or something like that that's buried underneath that big boulder. It looks like that boulder's sitting on top of a bunch of other boulders, because when we dug down, it looks like there's caves and stuff in there, and the clay layer is actually covering that entire rock formation underneath there. So we know that that rock formation has been there before the clay layer, and the clay layer is original to the mountain, so we know the prospectors didn't get underneath there. So we're gonna give that a check and see what we find, and we'll hit you back later. Have a good one, boys. Check it out. So this is Shane's first job on our self-made hog pan. I must say this thing is pretty awesome.
It's getting pretty full.
You could just keep shaking it. Keep stratifying that bastard. No, back and forth, dude. Exactly like it shows in the vid. A lot of trouble there. Here, let me show you.
Getting a head rush.
Here you go.
Fuck. It's like stuff, man. You can't just keep packing it in there. You can't. This is gonna pour out the sides. You can see our beautiful yellow grizzly bars that were graciously left behind by the old timers for us to modify our hog pen with. Made all the difference. Fancy that they're gold colored. What does that tell you? Just working like a charm. Look at all that sediment. All that concentrate. Nice. Cleaning out some rogue rocks that made it through. And she's ready to you definitely need a deeper submerging. I would like to find a big plastic tub. It makes more sense. Anyway, that's our hog pan.
What's up, guys and girls? So it's day 4 of mining right now. We're just headed back to camp after too many hours. We processed about 5 buckets and we had to climb that. I don't know if you guys can see that it's damn near vertical. You see those trees right up at the top there? That's about where we're at. We have to go up and down that with a rope about 65-70 times a day. We got ourselves a settling pond up top there that we just made so that we can use our hog pan. The hog pan's working pretty good from what we can tell. We're hooking up with some serious flour gold. It's not the big nuggets that everybody likes, but I mean, gold is gold. So that's good. And yeah, Shane's got a wet foot. So that's pretty funny. I've been perpetually wet since we got here. Shane's managed to keep dry until he ripped his rain suit. But, you know, that's how it goes in the bush. When we keep seeing this bobcat or something. Not sure what it was. Shane saw him yesterday. What do you figure it was? What color was it?
Well, it was brown. It was small. It was about the size of my dog.
Brown, small, and about the size of a lab. So maybe a small mountain lion or... Yeah, that's what...
Right from where our camp goes in.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the south.
He's like right across the road, and he left a nice little present for us right where he came out last time. Took a dump right on the road. So that's pretty funny. Just figured I'd videotape the walk back for you. Kind of gets easy right here. This is an old mining road, an old mining access road, we think. It goes up all the way to the end of the claim, but I mean, this part that we're walking right now is probably the only quote-unquote passable part where you don't have to duck down into like a bare fucking trail.
And you'd already know this was here if the guys on Devil's Canyon, the show, actually were here.
Yeah. Alright, but the show Devil's Canyon was not filmed in Devil's Canyon because the claim we're working on right now literally encompasses the entire Devil's Canyon. So, there in Devil's Canyon, these people are invisible.